Okay, so now let's get back to the guts of this. This has hit the deepest nerve in him because he knows he has had issues late game. And you can throw all those numbers you want at me, but I'm going to throw a whole bunch back at you, and it is my turn right now. Countless times late in games, LeBron James has run from the free throw line because he does not trust himself at the free throw line because, by the way, in free throw percentage, on potential game-tying or go-ahead free throws in the final 5 seconds, fourth quarter of overtime, LeBron in his career is 11 of 19 from the free throw line. That's 57.9%. That's the second worst all-time free throw percentage in those moments, and those 8 misses are the most misses since LeBron has been in the league. So he's got big issues at the late-game free throw line, which has completely messed up his psyche on how to close a game because countless times he has pulled up and taken threes that miss, deep threes, where he's saying, what are you doing? You're the greatest driver of the basketball ever. Well, he's afraid because if he drives, they're going to foul him and they're going to send him to the free throw line. And he also will pass the ball so that you can defend him as an apologist for LeBron. See, he made the right play. No, he didn't. He's the best player in the game. He's the
Michael Jordan ever passed in the last seconds?
Well, not like this guy.
No, did he? Yeah, it's a simple yes or no question.
Every once in a while.
Okay, thank you.
Twice that I know of. But, okay, let's just look, shall we, at some of the worst moments in LeBron's career, because let's look at the end of Game 6 in 2013. He had 2 turnovers, 2 unforced error turnovers in the last minute of the game against my Spurs. And then let's see what happened at the end. He takes the 3.
Never made a shot in that situation until they made a shot. That's why you take the shot. I mean, there are people up in Sing Sing that has never committed a crime until they committed a crime and landed them there. So Kyle Korver is one of the five or six greatest three-point shooters in the history of the game.
That was a basketball crime because LeBron has to take that shot. You got to get to the free throw line. By the way, you're actually up 2 in that moment. You could have iced it.
Yes.
You could have daggered it.
Yes, if Kyle Korver hits the shot.
No, if LeBron says, no, I'm the best player. Says Shannon Sharp, the GOAT. I'm going to get to the free throw line and make the 2 free throws.
But my thing is, if that's why we're going to judge superstars, Michael Jordan should have never passed that ball to Steve Kerr.
Okay, he called it in the.
See, there you go again.
Well, he did. You told him. He said, if Stockton comes to me, you're going to make this shot.
Stockton is 5'11". Shoot over the top of him.
Game 1 at Golden State, 2018. This is all time. This is unforgivable. LeBron James at this point. That he had scored 49 points. He had as hot a hand from distance, from outside the paint, as I have ever seen him have in a playoff game. And if we could see this, he gets the switch. He gets in just a second. They were down 1 at that point. You have to close that deal. Then how about just recent memory? How about Game 2 against Denver? They call in the huddle to play for LeBron James, and he lines up in the formation in front of him.
You said,
move to the basketball. He froze.
I thought it was
Rajon Rondo said, I locked eyes. He didn't move.
I thought he was going to set a pick. But you still haven't got to those game-winning shots.
Outrage. I'm going to get to him, but I got to finish off because...
But the show's going to be over.
How about Game 5 of the finals this year? LeBron drives it, and again, by my research here, 7 game-winning shots in 1,525 games. Think about that. 1,525 games. He's got 7. The first one, I watch every LeBron game. I was watching the night of January 23rd, way back in 2009. He hit it over Ronnie Turioff at Golden State. That was his first one. That was his 6th season. He'd already played 477 NBA games. And I kept saying, where's the clutch gene? Because I don't think he has a clutch gene. And he just couldn't pull off a late shot. That was 6 years in, and he finally made one in a regular season game at Golden State. And then here we went. He did hit the shot heard around the world in 2009. It was an inbounds pass from Mo Williams where he just had to turn at the buzzer and shoot it, and he made it. And that was great. I'll give you that one. He made a left-handed layup on George Paul at Indiana. We got to give him that one. And then there was the Kyrie mad shot because David Blatt calls the last shot right on schedule, Kyrie. And LeBron says, how dare you? I want the last shot. Okay, give him the ball. And he shot a mad shot from the corner, and he made it.
It's always something. He wasn't thinking about it. He was mad. Did the ball go in? That's all I care about. I don't care if he was happy or the piece.
He made one really good one over Jimmy Butler in a regular season game against Minnesota. and the game was tied, and that was good. And then against the Pacers in the playoffs, he made another one where the Pacers were all at the other end because Oladipo had been goaltended, and they're all looking at the ref, and LeBron just dribbles up the other floor,
no, it
pulls up and made
LeBron blocked it.
Okay, well, it was a goaltend.
No, it was
and
not.
It was outrageous. It changed the game.
Hold on. But what did the last-minute report say? The ball had gone off in Indiana the time before that, so they should have got the ball to begin with.
But the later omission was that one.
No, that happened. It was good. That's what you get. You cheated us, so we got you back.
All right, and then Toronto again, Anunoby. Ty Lue just doesn't call timeout, so LeBron can get a head start.
Yes.
Go all the way full court, left-handed, and he gets too far past it.
No,
he accidentally banks it in. I will go to my grave saying he accidentally banked it. You can't bank it from dead sideways. I don't know how you did it. I could shoot 100 of those shots, and it's just hard to take the backboard.
How many times have we seen Tim Duncan from those awkward angles bank the ball in?
He's the greatest backboard shooter I've ever seen.
Okay,
but that's what he did.
That's what my guy does, too.
I'm sorry. So in 1,525 games, LeBron James has made this percent of last-second shots, 0.005% of the games ended with him making a last-second shot.
Skip. So let me ask you a question. If they're up by 30, is there an opportunity for a game-ending shots? See, that's a flawed argument. You list all the games the man has played in.
Argument.
Yes, Skip, you can't list all the games that he's played in, and the scenario does not present itself for a last-second shot. That's a flawed argument.
So can you imagine Michael Jordan taking anything this seriously and personally and brooding and stewing about it?
Skip, he brought the guy that beat him out for the varsity spot 25 years prior. He brought him out at his Hall of Fame on national television and embarrassed him. He talked about his coach. He embarrassed him, talking about, you made a mistake by cutting me.
That's all out of anger. This is out of hurt.
Oh, my God.
He is hurt.
Skip.
He is still bleeding from this.
Time out. If I'm not mistaken, Michael Jordan wanted to quit the basketball team because he didn't make it. And his mama said, you're going to go out for it next year. So was he not hurt?
I'm glad you brought up Jordan, because now Scottie Pippen is saying, I was so hurt by the last dance. It was so unfair to me. I told Michael off. Do you think Michael cares? No, he doesn't care about it. He is as cold-blooded a basketball assassin as we have ever seen. LeBron struggles with all this, and Kyrie just pushed that button.
It hurt because there are some things, if you look at what he's doing now, it hurt. It hurt that he didn't take a stance on certain issues, social issues earlier. That's why he's giving $100 million. That's why he's donating money. It bothers him. You want people to believe that that Michael Jordan and Skip Bayless and other people don't have emotions and feelings, and that is the farthest from the truth. It does bother whether you show it or not. In your moment when you're alone, we know, Skip, it's okay to be human. Michael Jordan is okay. If you want Michael Jordan to be the GOAT, I'm not going to debate this.
I don't want to. Everybody except you wants to.
If you want him to be the GOAT, Skip, for this sake of argument, okay. But he's still human. Okay. Tom Brady is still human. That's why it bothered him that Coach Belichick would not treat him any different. Did it bother him? So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady should not be upset.
I don't care about Tom Brady. I care about LeBron James right now, because that's what we're talking about. And I'm trying to analyze on the deepest level possible. Is he still trying to make a case that his degree of difficulty in the bubble was off the charts? Because he's trying to say that I've gone into every finals, I'm prepared for somebody to try to distract me, as if Kyrie was trying to get him off his game by saying this on KD's podcast. Kyrie doesn't care.
Kyrie was fine with the bubble until the NBA told him he couldn't bring his butt down there. Then all of a sudden, he didn't want the guys to go down there. He was going to be fine with the bubble.
Do you think Kyrie said this on KD's podcast to distract LeBron during the finals? I do not.
First of all, Kyrie said the earth is flat. So I don't know what Kyrie's thinking. Kyrie is one of these guys that wants to be the smartest guy in the room. Okay, fine. Kyrie's an outstanding ball player. But the numbers in what he's saying, that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving hit more game-winning shots and big-time clutch shots than LeBron is just not true.
He's just going on his gut feeling from having played the game for X number of years, having watched KD, having played with LeBron. He's saying, in my head and my heart, This is a guy I would pass to for a last shot.
Skip, your gut don't have anything to do with facts. Facts don't care nothing about no feelings. It don't care nothing about your gut. The facts are LeBron James has more playoff buzzer beaters than Jordan, Kobe, KD, Kyrie, and any other Murray, any other you want to name. Skip, those are the facts. And what you tried to do, you tried to skew it to make it about games.
So if that's the fact, then why would LeBron take this so seriously and personally? Why would he be so stung by it?
Because
why wouldn't he just go on?
Skip, you would listen. Everybody knows you've been around people. It would bother me if one of my teammates, especially some of the ones that we went to lack of a better word, we went to battle with and we won games, and someone would say something like this when I know it not to be true.
That teammate left you and made it very clear. I know somebody really close to Kyrie, and I kept saying right here in this seat, the reason he's leaving is he can't take LeBron anymore.
Well, so why did he leave
LeBron
Boston?
is more about stats.
Okay, so why did he leave Boston? Was Jason Tatum more about stats?
It doesn't matter.
You see it?
No, it's irrelevant to this point.
Because, Skip,
he left. LeBron has to dismiss, cut bait, go forward.
Something brewing here, guys.
At the end of the day, guess what? KD's going to be the best player, just like LeBron was the best player in Cleveland. As long as he goes with one of those other guys, Kyrie's never going to be the best. Now, he went and thought he was the best in Boston, but they won more without him.
They meet up February 18th, guys. Looking forward to the season starting. And according to Skip, he said the Cowboys season starts today. The
Cowboys season over.
Are facing the Ravens tonight on Fox. Has it officially become a must-win for Dallas? I've said that many times. Don't go anywhere.